Joey, this is just ridiculous.
That's how the guy brought it in.
What, are we supposed to fix it?
Yeah, he wants us to fix it, and he don't want no cosmetics. Obviously, he's not concerned about cosmetics.
Does he want us to flip it back upside down?
He wasn't clear on that, but I think we might have to fix it.
Is he, I don't, what's a delicate way to ask this? Is he vertically challenged?
No, he seemed normal size.
I'm just trying to figure out why it's upside down.
I don't know.
Other people are trying to figure out why we have a choplifter in a Stargate cabinet. Look, folks, we're talking about the Donkey Kong right now, okay? Well,
he had it on his trailer.
He said no cosmetics?
No, he doesn't. He just wants it to work.
Okay. I don't know, folks. Sometimes we get into some weird stuff. Was there a flood or something?
The base looks really good, I was going to tell you.
Well, I gotta say, Nintendo built these pretty well. You can even flip them upside down and everything stays exactly where it's supposed to be.
Yep.
All right, well, the first thing we're going to do, I think, is flip it back right side up, Joe.
All right.
This is,
I should have made him do that before he left.
honeysuckle, tiger,
told you.
The cord's kind of messed up, Joe.
Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that.
Show them what caused that, Joe. This is stuff you learn after you work on these a long time. Let me show you why that cord is like this.
Notice the back door is not on there. It was probably right there. Somebody putting the door on.
Joey thinks the door. I was thinking maybe it was under the game.
Could have been.
And they kept rolling over it or something. It's kind of right where it hits the ground.
Could be.
We're still learning, folks. Okay, so we got to fix that before we attempt to plug it in. And Joe, what did the guy say was wrong with it?
He said it was broke.
Did he say that, or was that your diagnosis?
No, he really did say it was broke.
Okay, so we don't know what she's doing.
Look at my ground. Loosey-goosey.
Yeah, you know, if you plug that in...
Now I'm going to need a new cord, a new end.
That would be a problem.
Hey, look, and this one's already new.
Holy hell, what are they doing to us? Look at this, it's a double whammy. People, come on now. If you take... People, if you got to do the things off, that could have slid right... Why would they do that, Joey?
I don't know.
We got to get them. We ain't going to let them get away with this. We're going to get them. All right, Joe has grabbed the cord. He replaced the cord.
Look how nice.
Look at this, people. Only the best.
Top
all right.
line.
And then in his other hand, he has an extension cord.
Here it is.
We could have just slid it over to the wall, but that wouldn't make as good of a video. Plug her up, Joe.
Here we go.
Hey, I heard it.
Sounds good.
Now, when you plug in a Donkey Kong, his cord was messed up. Need a little monitor work. When you plug in a Donkey Kong, no, it's glitched.
Yep.
When you plug in a Donkey Kong, when it first comes on, it goes because that's all of the sounds firing at one time. All right, so it's glitched and the monitor's messed up. So see how it's folding over on the left side? Very common Nintendo monitor problems. These are Sanyo monitors in these things. And whenever the capacitors start drying out, the voltages change and the monitor folds over on itself like that. You get a bright line on one side where it doesn't quite deflect right. But that's not all that's going on here. There's other stuff. So see how the screen just doesn't look right. There's too many ladders and all that, and Mario got stuck at the bottom. Well, when stuff like that happens, a lot of times it's like low voltage. So it could just be a power supply thing, or it could be RAM problems on the board or whatever. So we got to check the power supply. That is next. Dead on 5 volts, people. Which makes sense because it didn't reset. A lot of times if the voltage is low, it'll reset. This one just crashed. All right, Joseph, turn it off and back on so we can get a better gander at it. That screen there is fine. Yeah. So it's a little different now, but it's the same basic thing. And then Mario jumps because I think he does at the beginning of the... I can't remember if he does at the beginning of the board or not, but since there's nothing under him, he's jumping and blah, 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 blah. So, interesting. Okay, see if you can check the voltage on the other board, Joe, on the video board. We'll see if we can find anything obvious. So here is the legendary Donkey Kong PCB. Look, folks, it's original. This is unaltered. Now, unaltered, look, they didn't cover up the EEPROM windows, Joey.
Nope.
So I could erase those and then put like a cheat set of EEPROMs on it where I could cheat.
Yep.
I'm not going to do that. Okay, so Joey has cleaned the chips. We're thinking maybe that had something to do with it not working right. That's the first step. Power supply was fine. So he's removed these EEPROMs, cleaned the legs, and then put them back. So we're going to, and there's the other side too. So we're going to see if that helps. Had good voltage on both sides of the board. So first step, clean the EEPROMs.
So one of the first things you could do is check the ROMs. It's a real easy thing to do. You basically just pull out the ROM of the location, put it in the pocket programmer here. We use the older one. We just like it. So that's 5E. I've got the buffer loaded as 5E. So that one verified. So that one's good. But look at 5A when I put it in. Load buffer. "5A. Verify." So I'm hoping that's the problem. So you could just take another 2532 chip and burn it. But I'm actually going to try to erase this one because this one's got the nice Nintendo label on it. And try to reburn that one so they all match. So hopefully that's all it is. So we'll do that and check it out. Alright, so I've got it erased. I'm going to double check, make sure I got the right file in there. So I'll load the 5A file. And I'll go up here to program. Verified, and somebody told me you could burn it twice. It makes it a little stronger. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do it anyway. Alright, so take the chip out. Sorry, I'm all over the place with the camera. I got stuff everywhere here. So then we put it back in 5A. I'm going to put my 5E one I had out back in too. Then we're going to try it again and we'll see. Alright, we got it back here on our test bench. And that looks better. So we might have got lucky on that one. ladders look like they're all in the right spot. So I think we're going to be good. I'm going to put it back in the cabinet and then see what it looks like there. We're probably going to have to mess with that monitor. Alright, we got it back in the game. Seems to be working. But do you see how the monitor's folded over there? You can't see all the barrels. You can kind of tell it on that spot right there. And the 0 up top. It looks like that would adjust out, but that's actually bad caps. These Nintendos always do that. So I'm going to take that monitor out and change the capacitors. And to get this out, all you gotta do is lift up on that channel there. That pulls out. And it's got 2 Phillips screws there. That one there, and that one there, and then I just grab it by the bar and take the whole monitor out. These Sanyos are a little tricky because they're a lot harder to get the chassis out. But I'll show you that in a minute. So normally you just have the yoke connector, the anode, and the video, you know, and the degauge ring. But on these, and there's a couple, usually there's a couple of screws you just take loose. But on these you got to take the cage off around the flyback, and it's kind of woven in there around all kinds of stuff. It's got all these wires zip tied and stuff you got to take loose, and they're kind of sitting in little holders. So I'm going to try to set up the camera. I don't know how well you're going to see it, but maybe there. You got to discharge it since I had just had it on a few minutes ago. That's how I do it. You can do it a couple times if you're scared. You can do it 4 or 5 times, I don't care. Alright, so the anode's out. Then I usually undo the ground first, which kind of goes through the neck board on these. Pull it loose, and I wrap it there. Neck board's out. Then you got to take these screws off the cage. And it's got these little twist ties here you got to undo. Cage is off. Then you do the degauge ring, and then you got to try to start working all these wires out of here. Done what I did with my snippers. That's the video cable. Screw here. And there's a screw underneath here, right by the flyback. Then you just start popping all these little pop tab things out of there. And try to start wiggling the board out. Yoke, of course. All right, there you got it. So now I'm going to change all these caps. They're obviously original. This has never been out of the cabinet. See all the dust and dirt and everything's on it. So I'm going to change all these capacitors here, and that'll fix our fold over problem. I'm not really going to film it. All you do is unsolder the cap, get another one the same value, and solder it back in. But I'll be back once I get all this changed. Alright, I'm back. Changed all the caps. And the most important thing you want to do is you want to leave all the dirt exactly where it was. That helps it work. Don't clean it. You can pretty much do everything in reverse. All the wires in there just right, they all get tangled up. Little tab. Once you get it lined up, you can push it down. The yoke, ground, and the anode are the three most important things. Push this wire back through here. Put your degauge ring back in. Then you try to get all the wires back down in there where they were if you can. Alright, and before you put the monitor back in, you got to take this sound amp back out while you got the monitor out. It's just easier this way. The caps on these always go bad. It's real easy to change. That one looks like it's already, that one's already bad. So I'm going to change those. I'm going to put that back in there like that. I'm going to put it back in the cabinet. I don't never put these back on. You can if you want to, but I don't think it's necessary. I like to leave them off so I can adjust the monitor easier. You can do the brightness and the focus. And don't forget that screw on the bottom over here. One for the ground up top. All right. I'm going to change these caps on the sound amp, and then we'll put it back in and see what happens. Alright, there it is. Notice how the fold over is gone, and you can see all of the barrels now. And the whole screen is wider overall. I didn't do any adjustments, it just looks that good, and it's a pretty good monitor. Didn't have hardly any burn in on it either. Some people sit there and jump all day, but I just go to the next board. I'm not very good at Donkey Kong either way. They got it set up for 6 men too, but I'm not going to change it because that's the way they like it apparently. got me. Oh, come on. That wasn't that big of a jump. I was thinking I could stand there for some reason, but they switch. They go to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left. I thought they went all the way to the right each time. I think you could stand at the top. I should have paid better attention to where I could stand. Same thing. That was pathetic. And I had six men too. Got lucky with that one. Couldn't jump fast enough. Come on. I need to watch more Billy Mitchell videos, I guess. Well, there you go. I told you I wasn't any good at Donkey Kong. But if anybody's still watching, we appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who's using Amazon links. That really helps us a lot. And there we go. It's the King of Kong. Alright guys, we appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.